Hi, history fans. Today on 5-Point Historian, we are looking at something super cool, the 5 best protected European palaces in history. Kings, queens, and their families always needed to be safe. How did they do it? Get ready to see amazing forts, secret tunnels, and clever traps. If you want to discover these secrets, please like this video and subscribe to our channel right now. 1. The Tower of London, England. Our first amazing palace is the Tower of London in England. It's not just a palace, it's also a famous prison. It started almost 1,000 years ago, built by William the Conqueror. He wanted a very strong castle to show his power and keep London safe. Strong walls and water. The tower has huge, thick stone walls. There are many towers and they are all connected. Around the outside, there's a big, deep ditch filled with water. We call this a moat. This moat made it very hard for enemies to reach the walls. If you tried to swim across, the guards on the walls would see you easily. The main tower, called the White Tower, has walls that are 15 feet thick. Imagine trying to break through that. Many layers of defense. The Tower of London has many layers of protection. First, there's the moat. Then, there's an outer wall. Inside that, there's another taller inner wall. To get inside, you had to pass through big, heavy gates and gatehouses. Each gatehouse had strong doors, metal grates, portcullises, and small holes for archers to shoot from. It was like getting through many locked doors, one after another. Guards and ravens. The tower always had many guards. These were strong soldiers, ready for anything. Even today, there are special guards called bee feeders. But there's another famous protection, the ravens. Legend says that if the ravens ever leave the tower and the whole country will fall. So they have a special person to care for the ravens. This shows how seriously they took protection. Used for safety and power. The tower was where kings lived when they needed to be very safe. It also kept important treasures, like the crown jewels. And sadly, it was where kings kept their enemies, or people they didn't trust. Many famous people were prisoners there, like Anne Boleyn, one of King Henry VIII's wives. She learned firsthand how hard it was to get out of the tower. It was built to keep people in and to keep enemies out. It's a true symbol of power and strong defense. 2. The Kremlin, Russia. Next, we travel to Russia to see the Moscow Kremlin. The Kremlin is not just one building, it's a huge, very old fortress complex. It's like a whole city inside big walls. It has been the home of Russian rulers for many, many centuries. Giant walls and towers. The Kremlin's most famous protection is its massive red brick walls. These walls are very tall, up to 65 feet high in some places, and very thick. There are 20 huge towers along the walls, and each tower is different and strong. Some towers have cannons, and some have special bells. These walls and towers made the Kremlin a very hard place to attack. From the top of the walls, guards could see everything far away. Built on a hill, the Kremlin is also built on a high hill next to a river. This was a smart choice because it gave a natural defense. It was hard for enemies to climb the hill and attack the walls at the same time. The river also made it harder to reach. Inside the walls, churches and palaces. What makes the Kremlin so special is what's inside. It has many beautiful churches with golden domes, grand palaces for the rulers, and government buildings. It was a place for living, praying, and ruling, all protected by those giant walls. If an enemy got past the outer walls, they still had to fight inside a complex maze of buildings. Always guarded. For hundreds of years, the Kremlin has always been guarded. It was the heart of Russian power, so its safety was always the most important thing. Even today, it is very well protected. It shows how rulers protected their power by building a strong, safe place. It's a symbol of Russia's long history and strength, built to last against any attack. 3. The Alhambra, Spain. Now let's go to Spain to see a palace that looks like a paradise, but is also a super strong fortress, the Alhambra in Granada. It was built by Muslim rulers in Spain many centuries ago. Its name means the Red One because of its red walls. High on a hill, like the Kremlin, the Alhambra is built on a very high rocky hill. This natural position makes it very hard to attack. From the top, you can see the whole city and the mountains around it. Enemies had a very difficult climb just to reach the walls, and then they had to face the fortress itself. Layers of defense and water. The Alhambra is not just one building, it's a group of palaces, gardens, and military buildings. It has strong outer walls, and inside there are more walls. To get in, you have to go through several gates and turns. This design meant that if enemies got through one gate, they would be trapped in a small area, easy to attack from above. The Alhambra also had a smart water system. It brought fresh water from the mountains, which was vital during a siege. They had water, but attackers usually did not. Hidden passages and watchtowers. The palace has many watchtowers that were always watching the area. Soldiers could see anyone coming from miles away. It also had some secret passages and ways to move around quickly inside the complex. The design used the hill's natural shape to its best advantage, making every part of it a defense, beauty and strength. What makes the Alhambra unique is that it is incredibly beautiful inside, with amazing gardens, detailed carvings, and quiet courtyards. It looks like a peaceful place, but it was designed for war. This mix of stunning beauty and powerful protection shows how clever its builders were. It was a safe home for rulers, a place of peace, and an unyielding fortress all at once. 4. The Hofburg Palace, Austria. Our fourth palace is in Vienna, Austria, the Hofburg Palace. This palace is different because it's not just one building, but a massive complex that grew over many centuries. It started as a medieval castle and slowly became a huge home for the powerful Habsburg rulers. A palace that grew. The Hofburg is special because it kept adding more buildings and defenses over hundreds of years. Every new ruler added new parts, making it bigger and stronger. This means it has many different styles of architecture, but also many layers of protection. It was like a living fortress, always adapting. Inner courtyards and gates. The Hofburg has many inner courtyards. To get to the main royal apartments, you had to pass through several courtyards and strong gates. Each part of the complex could be defended separately. If attackers broke into one area, they would still face more walls and gates inside. It was very difficult to get to the true heart of the palace. Surrounded by the city, unlike some castles on hills, the Hofburg was in the middle of Vienna. But Vienna itself had very strong city walls for many centuries. So the Hofburg benefited from the city's own strong defenses. If an enemy attacked the Hofburg, they first had to get through the massive walls of Vienna. Constant guard and hidden tunnels. The palace always had a very large and loyal guard force. Soldiers were always watching. Like many old palaces, it also had some secret passages or tunnels. These were not only for escape, but also for moving people or supplies safely without being seen. The Hofburg's strength came from its size, its layers of defense, and its continuous growth and protection as the heart of an empire for centuries. 5. The Palais des Papes, France. Finally, we go to Avignon, France to see a unique palace, the Palais des Papes, or the Palace of the Popes. This wasn't a king's home, but the home of the popes, the leaders of the Catholic Church in the 14th century. And it was built like an unyielding fortress, a pope's castle. When the popes moved from Rome to Avignon, they built this palace not just as a home, but as a massive fortress. They needed to be safe from local nobles, armies, and people who didn't like them. It is one of the biggest and most important Gothic buildings in Europe. Thick walls and high towers. The Palais des Papes has incredibly thick stone walls, up to 18 feet thick in some places. It has high, strong towers and battlements, the top part of a castle wall with gaps for shooting. It looks like a military castle, not a peaceful church home. The architects designed it to resist long sieges. Strategic location. It was built on a rocky outcrop overlooking the Rhone River. This gave it a natural advantage for defense. From its walls, guards could see far across the landscape, making surprise attacks very difficult. The surrounding city of Avignon also had strong walls, adding another layer of protection. Self-sufficient. During siege, the palace was designed to be self-sufficient during an attack. It had huge storage areas for food, water, and supplies. It had its own wells and even ovens to bake bread for the many people living inside. This meant it could last for a very long time if enemies tried to starve them out. It was a powerful symbol of the Pope's earthly authority and his need for ultimate protection in a dangerous world. So there you have it, the 5 best protected European palaces in history. From towering walls and deep moats to smart hill placements and endless layers of defense, these structures were built not just for luxury, but for survival. Thank you so much for exploring places these with me. Which palace did you think was the most impressive? Let me know in the comments below.